Hello YTPC, Joshua Stewart, smoking a pipe up north in the woods, in the South Shop again today. Today, oh, looks like it went out. We got some haunted bookshop. Now, I bought this a month or two into my pipe smoking journey. I'd heard a lot about it. Some good, not so good. So I figured I'd buy an ounce and try it myself. So that's exactly what I did. Got it exactly 6 months ago. I tried it once, I didn't like it. Guys on the forum, they say, oh, give it 6 months. It might improve with age in 6 months, or your taste might change. So today's 6 months. I don't know. It's not. I'm not there yet, or it's not there yet. I'm not sure. If I'd have been smart, I'd have only packed half a bowl, but I packed it about 3/4, almost full. Just got it in a regular Missouri Meerschaum cob I've got that I don't use for aromatics. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it'll be like the Granger a little while back, that the first few puffs I wasn't super fond of, but by the time I got to the end of the bowl, I actually kind of like Granger, and I'll probably end up buying a can eventually. Now, I don't know if it's just that I don't like it, or that there's that, if I understand right, it's a burley base. I'm not huge on burleys, and because it's got the burley, it's kind of got that cigarette flavor that yeah, so far it's not doing it for me. I'm going to put you on hold for a little bit here and smoke it down a little ways, and then see if my opinion changes by halfway point of the bowl here. So I'm maybe halfway through the bowl here. Not working for me. I don't think I'm going to finish this bowl. I should only fill it about a half bowl to begin with, so that I wouldn't have to waste anything. Now, I'm not going to throw it away. I'll throw this, what's left of the bowl, away, but I'm not going to throw the jar away. I'm going to give it another 6 months. See what I think of it then. The other thing, this has got a little bit of a nick hit to it. I'm a lightweight when it comes to that too, so even if I did like the taste, I don't know if I'd make it through a whole bowl. Now I like the, what is it, the Davidoff Flake Medallions. They've got a little bit of a nicotine hit to them too, but those I like. And I got to be careful. Usually I'll only put half a flake in because I did a whole flake. Well, I can handle a whole flake as long as I'm not doing anything else with any kind of nicotine in before or after. But one of the first times I had it, I think it was the Davidoff Danish. I got the Danish and the Flake Medallions the same day, and I had a bowl of each. By the time I got halfway through the Flake Medallions, I had to stop, and I was done for the night. Not just with the pipe, I was done for everything for the night. But that was probably the first thing that had any amount of nicotine. And they're not even really considered high nicotine blends. I mean, I think Tobacco Reviews calls them a medium. Mild to medium even. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. Yeah. I do this hobby because I enjoy it. If I'm not enjoying it, why do I do it? So that particular, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to try it again in another 6 months, like I said, and we'll see if anything changes. But going back to my question of the day now. Shared in one of my previous videos about the Prince Albert when I tried that for the first time. Now this was not the tin that the Prince Albert came in that I tried, which I was okay with the Prince Albert. I mean, it definitely wasn't my favorite, but if that's all that was available, I'd probably be content with it. But anyway, this tin, I bought it. It was full when I bought it. I don't know if you can see that, but. And full disclosure, the tobacco in here is not the tobacco that was in here when I bought it. This is actually the Prince Albert match that's inside here now. But it was full of, I'm assuming it was the Prince Albert when I bought it. And I'd heard about all these guys, watched a few videos of guys trying decades old tobacco, which I'm guessing this is probably from the 80s at the newest, maybe from the 70s. It's new enough it's got the UPC code, so I don't think it's going back to the 60s, but decades old at any rate. I don't know when they quit making them in tins, but so I was excited when I got this, and I opened it up. I was expecting it just to be, you know, like floating on the pleasant smell. I opened it up, I took a whiff. The best way I can describe what I smelled was when I was a kid. We had a cat in the house that in his old age kind of got some incontinence, and it was the smell of after he'd been laying in a basket of clean clothes and had an accident. And we didn't catch it for a day or two. That's what it smelled like. I don't think it was supposed to smell that way. So, the question for you guys, if any of you have ever bought decades old tobacco, have you ever run across that? Like a cat piss smell in your tobacco? I'd be curious to know if that's... Needless to say, I didn't smoke it. I took it out and I jarred it up. And I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'll probably put it back in the tin someday and let some other guy try it. Maybe, I don't know, who's more brave than I am. But, yeah. I was disappointed, to say the least. But that's okay. I had that sample the other day, and say if that's what was available and I wanted to smoke a pipe, I'd be content smoking that. But I know I've been spoiled. I know that there's a lot of stuff out there that's a lot better. And I don't think Haunted Bookshop is one of them. So, oh, and anybody that's stuck around this long, I'm past my 10-minute limit already. Darn it. I know my audio quality isn't super great, especially like when I'm outdoors up at the tent, and especially when I'm using my other camera that doesn't have a very good built-in microphone. So I'm wondering if you guys have any recommendations for a decent, low cost. You know, I'm just doing this for the fun of it. I'm not interested in making, you know, these super high quality, you know, high sound quality, high visual quality with a bunch of cool edits. But I know a good sound helps a lot. And it seems like those lapel mics are what a lot of guys are using. So if anybody's got a recommendation, I've seen the cheap ones on Amazon and stuff that are, you know, 15 bucks. The cheapskate in me is tempted to just get one of them for that. I've seen some of them like 10 bucks for 2 mics and 1 receiver. But as much of a cheapskate as I am, I don't want to waste my money. So if you guys have any recommendations for a good microphone, I'd appreciate it. I think that's probably all I got for now. It's a Easter weekend. Gonna be visiting family, so I don't know if I'll get another video out this weekend or not yet. But and then I haven't gotten one out for a couple days. I've just had family stuff going on. Daughter came home from college, so I'd spend some more family time. I haven't had a pipe for a couple of days, actually, until tonight. But, yeah, it's good to have the daughter home. She'll be home for the whole of Easter weekend. She'll be going back home on Monday, or not back home, but back to school on Monday. And, I got to go back to work on Monday. Well, somebody's got to pay the bills, right? So anyway, we're way over my 10-minute limit. All right. Have a good day. Happy Easter. Joshua Stewart, smoking a pipe up north in the woods. Have a good day.